Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Yuvonda, and I'd like to welcome you to the Happy Health Homestead. If you are a returning friend, I'd like to welcome you back. Thanks for joining me once again. So this video I have been thinking about for quite some time, and I finally decided to do this story time. So as many of you may know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, my son, he is 18 years old. His name is Brian. He is on the autism spectrum. So Brian has something called pervasive developmental disorder. And what that is he really struggled with social skills growing up as a kid. So Brian had quite a few challenges, but this video is all about giving you guys hope. And I'm not sure if you may have a young child right now that is on the spectrum, and you know, there are many challenges if they're verbal or if they are not verbal, but there may be some challenges with behavioral issues and getting along with others and making friends, all those things that are very important as children grow up. So I wanted to share this story about my son and about our journey, to give you guys some hope. All hope is not lost. You may be in a place right now where you're just like, you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You may be worried about your child's future. You may be worried, oh my gosh, will this child need to be with me forever? Will they be living with me forever? Will they be able to have a productive life? Will they go on to get married, have families of their own, have a career? You know, all of those things. I know that was always on my mind as Brian was growing up. I had thoughts of, will my son be able to graduate high school? Will he be able to hold down a job? Will he be able to live on his own and take care of himself? I had all of those thoughts over the years. So when Brian was little, especially in elementary school, that's when we had the most challenges with behavior, because he couldn't really express how he felt, so he just acted out how he felt. And I'm quite sure he had a lot of internal things going on, feelings that he just didn't know how to get out. And you know, as kids, all kids want to feel included, and you know, if he didn't know how to show people that he wanted them to be he wanted to be friends with them and stuff like that. So he just had a hard time. So he always kept to himself. As many of you may know with autism, or if you don't know any child that or adult that has suffered from autism, they are very regimented. Schedule. Brian has always had a hard time with schedule changes. His schedule has to be the same. He just, you know, everything, as long as his schedule is the same and things don't come about, he does good. He has a hard time with change. So I kind of worried about that, you know, as he got older and stuff like that, because things don't always go our way. We have to adapt. That's just the way life is. But that's kind of hard for people with autism. So like I said, Brian kind of struggled throughout his years of school, secondary learning, all the way pretty much from pre-K all the way through high school. The pandemic happened. Brian's junior year of high school is when the pandemic happened, and it started out being very hard on him because teachers just didn't understand. He has something that we have in Florida called an IEP. It's an individualized education plan, and so his plan allowed him to have extra time. It allowed him to have you know, the teacher explain stuff to him more than once. He just had extra time to get stuff turned in, extra time on tests, different things like that. So when they were at home and doing things, he just really struggled in the beginning. He we thought that he would be on the computer doing his work. He'd be on for hours, and come to find out he wasn't really doing anything. He was sneaking and playing video games and stuff like that. But God sends you angels in all different types of people. I believe in that. God uses people. And he had this wonderful lady. Her name is Miss Miller. And Miss Miller, if you are watching this video by some weird chance in the world, you don't know how much you mean to me. And I thank God every day for you, because you were that angel and that hope for my son. And I am so grateful for you and for what you've done in Brian's life. You made a humongous impact. So Miss Miller was like the IEP coordinator at Brian's school. And this lady gave my son her personal cell phone number, and she said she didn't care what time it was. If he needed her, he could call her. And she would answer. He would text her and she would respond. No matter what time, no matter if it was the weekend, it did not matter. During the summer, it did not matter. Miss Miller helped my son. Brian, by the time 11th grade, when he hit 11th grade, he only had enough credits where he was technically like a 9th and a half grader. He wasn't even full 10th grader. Brian was behind quite a few credits to graduate high school. He was on track to get a standard diploma. I did not want him to receive any special diploma. There's nothing wrong with that if that is what your child needs. But I know Brian's potential. So I wanted him to have a regular standardized high school diploma. And so Miss Miller helped him. She would reach out to teachers on his behalf. She reached out to the principal. I had a Zoom meeting with the principal and all of this stuff. And Brian, when he felt like he had somebody in his corner, it just clicked. I don't know what it was, but it clicked. And Brian just started working very hard. I mean, he would stay up late, and this time he was actually doing the work. He made up all of his credits and graduated on time with his class. And I was absolutely blown away. He went from like a 1 point something to like a 2.5 when he graduated. That is amazing, to be behind that much and to bring up your grades. Had Brian been able to do this all along, he would have graduated with straight A's. Because I'm telling you, from half of his junior year all the way through his senior year, Brian made nothing less than a B. He worked his butt off, and he walked with his class, and I was so proud of him. I'm proud of all my children, but that with Brian and facing the challenges that he has faced over the years, I'm telling you, it meant so much. That's why we threw him a graduation party, because it meant so much. Because no, you didn't have to graduate with a 4.0 or, get accepted into this prestigious university. But what you did and how much you just worked in your effort was remarkable. So he did graduate high school, and I was very, very happy with him and the progress he made with that. And then Brian decided to move from where we live to live with his father. And it did kind of hurt me a little bit because he's my baby boy. But he just wanted to grow up, and he wanted to show us that he could be a man. And Brian got him a job, an excellent job. He works really, really hard, and he makes really good money. He just got a car. You guys had saw before when he had his little scooter. But when I tell you Brian is just doing the thing, I just couldn't be more pleased. But I'm going to tell you, all along his journey and everything that he went through, and all of the struggles we had over the years, and the school calling me and I having to go to the school, to console him, or go to the school because he's gotten, into some trouble because of his behavior with the teachers or whatever. I would do it 1,000,000 times over to end up with the outcome that we have today. I am just so grateful. Yesterday was Sunday. It was church, and I just praised God so much yesterday because of what he's done. God does not come when we want him to, but he is a timely God, and he knows best. I'm telling you, this video is to give you hope if you are in the middle of that dark hour and you just don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. I'm letting you know that there is light out there. There is light at the end of the tunnel for your child. I'm telling you, because I didn't see it. I thought Brian would be with me forever. He moved out. He's on his own. He's working. He's taking care of himself. He's learning stuff. But the thing that makes me the most proud is Brian and Jamal used to butt heads a lot. And I mean, now it's just amazing. Brian calls Jamal more than he calls me on the phone. I be feeling some type of way, y'all. But they go fishing together. They hang out together. They talk every day. This is something that I never thought I would see. We have went to talk to our pastor. We have went to talk to my cousin who's a pastor, like for counseling and stuff, because these two. And just to see it all come full circle. He graduated high school. Did very good to graduate high school. I'm very proud of that 2.5 that he graduated with, to come back from like being 13 credits short, and he brought all that up in a year and a half, to working, living, you know, taking care of himself, paying his own little bills, his car insurance, and, you know, his little bills that he has, and buying his own food, and you know, just paying his little rent and all these things on his own, you know, and going to work. And he works in a customer service related job, which Brian didn't like talking to people. If Brian didn't know you from you being in our family, he didn't associate with you. He didn't talk to you. And then from him and Jamal arguing all the time and just couldn't get along, to hanging out together and to being best buds, and I mean, just communicating every day. And I'm just so grateful. This is the best Christmas present I could have ever received, is to see my son being successful. I'm grateful. And Brian, if you see this video, this is nothing that I haven't told you before. You already know I love you more than you will ever know, and I'm so extremely proud of you, as I am with all my children. But this is dedicated to Brian, my only boy, my baby boy. And I'm going to end this video right here. Just remember that God is a timely God, and that He is a just God, and He has no respect to person. So what He's done for me and my family, He can do for you and your family. So this is just to give you some Christmas hope as we get ready to close out 2021 and head into 2022. So from one autistic mother, parent of an autistic child, to another, I hope that this story has been able to inspire you and to let you know that you're not alone. And if you ever want to reach out to me, all you have to do is DM me over on Instagram at the Happy Hill Homestead. So if you guys enjoyed this story time, give it a big thumbs up. If you are proud of Brian and the progress he made, give it a big old thumbs up, and leave Brian a heart down in the comments below. And if you have not subscribed to the Happy Hill Homestead, we would love to have you here. All you have to do is click that red word subscribe, make it turn gray, and don't forget to click on the post notification bell. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye. Thanks for stopping by the Happy Hill Homestead. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share our channel and help our family grow. We'll see you in the next one.